Friends, gather round because the year is 2025 and Donald Trump, a man who needs no introduction and yet somehow keeps finding ways to stay relevant, is back with a new promise. $5,000 stimulus checks for eligible Americans. Yes, you heard that right. 5,000 big ones. Now before you start browsing yachts you can't afford, let's unpack this whole thing, shall we? Trump, never one to miss an opportunity to slap his name on something, claims these checks will be funded by savings from a little something called Doge. Now before you start picturing an adorable Shiba Inu on a $10 bill, hold your horses. This Doge ain't your meme-loving crypto. This is about as believable as a Trump steak being a good investment, folks. But hey, stick around because it somehow manages to get even weirder. You see, Trump's history with stimulus checks goes back to the early days of the COVID-19 pandemic when he signed off on multiple rounds of economic relief. Those checks were a lifeline for many Americans and Trump made sure his name was prominently displayed on them. Now, with Doge, Trump is tapping into the world of cryptocurrency, a space that's as volatile as it is intriguing. Remember when Elon Musk's tweets sent Dogecoin's value soaring? Well, Trump seems to be taking a page out of Musk's playbook. But can Trump really deliver on this promise, or is it just another headline-grabbing stunt? We'll dive deeper into the feasibility of these $5K Doge stimulus checks and what it means for the future of both Trump and cryptocurrency. So, stay tuned because this story is far from over. Remember the US Digital Service? No? Well, neither does Trump because he renamed it Doge. It's supposed to be all about making the government run efficiently and save money. Think of it like Marie Kondo, but for bureaucracy. Now, according to them, Doge has apparently saved a boatload of cash, like billions and billions of dollars. Some folks are calling shenanigans on these numbers, and frankly, they might have a point. See, Trump needs Doge to hit $2 trillion in savings for these checks to even be considered. So yeah, the jury's still out on whether Doge is the lean, mean, money-saving machine Trump claims it to be. The US Digital Service, originally created to bring tech innovation to the government, has been rebranded to Doge under Trump's administration. Critics argue that the rebranding is more about hype than actual performance, questioning the true impact of Doge on government efficiency. With the spotlight on Doge, the pressure is on to prove that this rebranding is more than just a flashy name change. As the debate continues, only time will tell if Doge can live up to its promises and deliver the savings needed for those $5K stimulus checks. Okay, so let's say, hypothetically, this Doge thing pans out and there actually is money for these checks. Who gets a piece of the action? Well, hold on to your hats because it's not everyone. Trump's plan seems to be laser-focused on those who already pay federal income taxes and are above a certain income level. That's right, folks. If you're struggling to make ends meet, this grand scheme doesn't seem too concerned with you. Oh, and one more thing. The checks are issued per household, not per person. So if you've got a family of 5 living under one roof, congrats, you're splitting that $5,000 5 ways. Who needs groceries when you can buy a single share of a moderately priced stock, right? Imagine a young couple with a newborn, an elderly couple on a fixed income, or a single parent juggling multiple jobs. They might not see a dime. Small business owners struggling to keep their doors open, they might be left out too. And let's not forget college students and recent graduates trying to start their careers. They could be overlooked as well. Community support groups and charities might see an uptick in demand, as those left out seek help elsewhere. This could lead to increased public outcry and demands for a more inclusive approach. In the end, it's clear that not everyone will benefit equally, and the debate over who deserves a slice of the pie will continue. Before Trump sends out those checks, there's a hurdle Congress. Remember them? They decide how money's spent. Not everyone in Congress is thrilled. House Speaker Mike Johnson prefers reducing the national debt. Responsible things like that. And of course there's legal drama. Will the $5,000 Doge checks happen? Only time will tell. But hey, at least we got a good laugh out of it, right? Public reactions. Gap 3S. So, what do the people think about this whole Doge stimulus check idea? Well, opinions are as divided as ever. Some folks are ecstatic, already planning how they'll spend their $5,000. Others are skeptical, questioning the feasibility and the true intentions behind the plan. Social media is ablaze with memes, debates, and everything in between. It's a wild ride, folks. And we're just getting started. From Twitter threads to TikTok videos, the internet is buzzing. On one side you have the early adopters, the crypto enthusiasts who see this as a validation of their faith in Doge. They're posting celebratory tweets, tagging their friends and dreaming about their newfound wealth. Some are even sharing elaborate plans, from paying off student loans to taking that dream vacation. On the flip side, skeptics and financial experts are raising eyebrows. They're questioning the logistics, the legality, and the long-term impact of such a move. Can the government really pull this off, they ask? What happens if the value of Doge crashes? Concerns about inflation, economic stability, and fairness are being hotly debated. And let's not forget the memes. The internet's favorite pastime is in full swing. From hilarious GIFs of Trump riding a Doge rocket to sardonic cartoons about Congress deliberating over a meme coin, social media is a treasure trove of creativity and humor. Public opinion is a roller coaster with new twists and turns every day. Protests and rallies are already being organized, with people taking to the streets to voice their opinions. Bipartisan negotiations will be crucial, but reaching a consensus in this polarized environment won't be easy. So, will the $5,000 Doge stimulus checks become a reality? Only time will tell. But hey, at least we got a good laugh out of it, right? Expert opinions at Gap3S. Now let's hear from the experts. Economists, financial analysts, and political commentators all have their 2 cents to add. Some argue that this could be a game changer for the economy, injecting much-needed cash into the system. Others warn of potential inflation, increased national debt, and the long-term consequences of such a move. It's a mixed bag, and the truth probably lies somewhere in between. But one thing's for sure, this is a topic that's not going away anytime soon. On one side, proponents argue that distributing $5,000 in Doge could stimulate economic activity. They point to the potential for increased consumer spending, which could help businesses recover from the economic downturn. These experts believe that the unique nature of cryptocurrency might even attract new investments and technological advancements. However, the critics are not silent. Financial analysts caution that such a large-scale distribution of Doge could lead to an unstable market. Imagine the volatility, they say. The value of Doge could swing wildly, creating economic uncertainty. They also highlight the risks of inflation, as an influx of money could devalue the currency over time. Political commentators add another layer to the debate. They question the feasibility of implementing such a plan within the current political landscape. Can Congress really agree on this, they ask? And what about the legal ramifications? The idea of using a meme coin for a stimulus check is unprecedented, and it brings up many regulatory and legal questions that need addressing. It's clear that experts are divided, and the public is left to sift through these varying opinions. As the debate continues, one thing remains certain: the Doge stimulus check proposal has captured the nation's attention. Whether it becomes a reality or fades into the annals of economic experiments, it's a conversation that will shape discussions for years to come. To understand the impact of stimulus checks, let's look at history. From the New Deal to COVID-19 relief, stimulus checks have been used to boost the economy. But how does Trump's Doge plan compare? What lessons can we learn from history? History shows stimulus checks provide short-term relief but have long-term consequences. The Doge plan's reliance on cryptocurrency adds complexity and risk. Only time will tell if this bold experiment will succeed or fail. What could the future hold if Doge stimulus checks become a reality? Will it set a precedent for future administrations? Could it change the way we think about government spending and economic relief? And what about the potential pitfalls and challenges? It's a complex issue with no easy answers. As we navigate this uncharted territory, several questions emerge. Will the adoption of cryptocurrency for government aid inspire global economies? Could this be the beginning of a digital financial revolution? The volatility of Doge could lead to significant instability. The implications extend beyond economics. Cryptocurrency could transform how citizens interact with government programs. Will this shift empower individuals or create new forms of inequality? The potential for innovation is vast, but so are the risks. Regulatory frameworks need to evolve rapidly. International relations could be strained. The success or failure of Trump's Doge plan will influence policy decisions. It could pave the way for a new era of digital finance or serve as a cautionary tale. The world will be watching closely. The future is uncertain, but full of possibilities. Whether Trump's Doge plan will be a pioneering move or a fleeting experiment remains to be seen. We are witnessing a pivotal moment in economic policy. Stay tuned as we explore this evolving story. Until next time, keep questioning, stay informed, and engage in the conversation.